So we had a little water come up not too long ago, and here I am out walking around. Check that out. Boy, is that one in there. Oh, it's a big one. Nice. Oh, wow. That's really in there. Holy crap, that's a big agate. Well, that's a nice one. Well, not too bad for first agate of the day. I'd say that's a keeper. This area where we're walking right now was underwater a few days ago. And, well, I'm just kind of coming around and taking a look. And the water here, when it does come up, you can quite literally get stuff moving around pretty quickly on these gravel bars. A little quartz on some host rock. Now, we'll keep on looking around. But I just wanted to share that we can usually find some pretty cool stuff. The top layer of these gravel bars move around pretty quick when the water comes up. At least on the Rogue. That's not always true on every water body. It just depends on the amount of flow that you can get. That's cute. Little heart-shaped rock. It's actually pretty. I'm going to hang on to that. That might carve up. Well, I'm going to keep on looking around here and see what else we can find. I'll get back to you. Now, walking along one of the tracks on the gravel bar that some people drive down to go and launch their boats, and find this little sugar agate. It's real pretty. It's got a nice golden color to it. I really like these. They can be pretty fun. And the reason I say that they can be fun is that when you do start to get to a point where you're going to begin working on stones, they slice. And the colors are pretty even, so that if you wanted to get sort of a pattern, or if you were going to slice them because you're going to make, I don't know, a set of pendants, you know, maybe you've got a couple of brothers and sisters and you want to make a matching carved pendant set, I don't know, or secret club, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's a design thing. So you have an even, you know, they deliver an even color, so you'll have an even pattern even color pattern when you go to carve whatever it is you're going to carve. But for intaglio carving, those are, I'll pop a little screen picture up here of what intaglio. These guys are really great if you're going to start practicing that. It's an ancient art form. It's dying out. It's really super cool, and the people who master it well can do amazing things, and the artwork that it generates sells for big bucks. So think about that when you pick up stones. This one's a great worker, so we're going to pick this one up, and when the new saw comes, I'll slice this up and show you guys what even color, you know, when I talk about even color, I'll be able to show you what that is. So this is a great keeper for that. I'm looking around and I'm finding a few other sugar agates, and these things really are fun to find. They're great tumblers. They're also really great for when you begin working stones. It's just an even shape. They're so rounded, you know, and it takes a lot of the work out of it for you. You know, you don't have to go through you know, messing up a wheel to get a nice smooth surface before you start working. So this could help you out a little bit if you're just learning, but just selecting the right kind of stones saves you a whole lot of trouble. If you're picking up stones with a lot of cracks in them, that's no good. you know, a lot of deep pits. You got to work all that down until you get to a smooth surface. So try to pick up some of the smoother stuff because, you know, even this is going to take a lot of work to grind that down, to cut that off. That's a lot of effort. And then it changes the shape of what you can play with. Just, you know, some basics. It's just a little tip. We're going to keep on looking around. I got these two cool sugar agates, and we'll see what else we can find. Well, here's a nice little something. Might be just quartz. Could be some chalcedony. Yeah, I'm thinking it's chalcedony. It's just something about the look of it. That's all. It might just be a really nice piece of clear quartz, in which case we'll still keep it, because projects abound for clear quartz. And it's a rare thing in this area, so I keep on looking for crystal digging spots. So, yeah, if any of you happen to know of a crystal digging spot in southern Oregon near the coast, yeah, feel free to reach out with an email for that. Anyway, we'll see what else we can find. A few days ago, this whole area was underwater. But I think I mentioned that before. But it was probably where I'm at right now. Well, these were covered. Okay. So all of those were covered up. And it was probably... Oh, I'm guessing it would be up to my chest, I guess. That would be my most scientifical guesstimation of that, because I sure as hell ain't walking out into this water in the middle of a flood. But anyway, yeah, the flow here can be pretty high, so we tend to not go in the water when it gets pretty deep out here. That's just being smart. Take a look at the edge, see if we can find anything here. It's starting to rain a little bit, so I may have to put my my camera away. You know, I use my phone, and well, I only have one of those. Well, I'll look around. If I find anything special, I'll bring you back. So, we were walking along here and just about ready to give up, and holy crap. Jeez, oh, that's just, wow. That's a ripper. So, this fractured off of something. You can clearly see that there are very recent fracture points. So now, this has me really stupid excited. So, I'm going to take a walk along and see if I can find any more parts of this that fractured apart anywhere here. It should be in this general area of flow, if it's recent. I am hoping that it's recent. Chips of this should be around here somewhere if it did fracture here. And if it did, I'm going to be able to show you what the rest of this bad boy looks like. So, wish me luck. I didn't find the rest of our rock yet, but I did find a nice little piece of, I think, some plume agate here. Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit of, looks like some red and green. It's got a nice pattern to it. It's pretty and all. We'll leave it here for somebody. Keep on looking around. There's a lot of really cool stuff that got blown down on this edge here. And I'm just kind of working through it to see what else I can find. I am running out of real estate, though. Well, let's see what else we can turn up. Hopefully we can find more parts of that rock, because those fractures looked pretty recent. So hopefully it broke up somewhere on this gravel bar or the next one down. I'll be happy if it turns up. See it hiding in there? A nice little red Jasper. These are really bright. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. Oh yeah. That's got some cool stuff going on with it. That's really nice. It's just got this wild, crazy patterning going on. I like finding Jasper like this. I mean, some people, they don't like it. It's, you know, it's not their thing. They don't like the really, you know, strange color combinations. I think it provides character to the stone. It's, you know, not one solid color. It's just kind of an amalgamation of things. Like nature. Nothing is ever one solid anything. Ever. That's the coolest part about rockhounding. You can never find the same thing twice. It's always just a little bit different, which is cool. I like that. And that is a keeper. Well, hello, beautiful. Nice little piece of lobster quartz, but I like you. You're pretty. I think I'll take you home. Oh yeah, that's cool. Well, sometimes there's just stuff that catches your eye, and it's usually just the sun or something, but it had a really shiny glint to it. Just kind of digging that. It's cool color combinations and patterns. It's very swirly. I dig that. I think I'm going to keep that. See what else we can find around here. Well, there's another piece of cool red Jasper, but we already picked up one and my pack is getting heavy. So, we'll leave that one for the next time. There's a nice little pink color. I do believe that's a little bit of pink opal. Common opal. That's pretty. There's something sort of pink and minty green beneath it. Let's see what you are. Ooh. Look at you. Aren't you festive? Well, we'll just have to bring you back too. Into the bag you go. You may have briefly seen, because I don't always show him and he isn't always in every video, but Jay isn't with me today. Jay is feeling under the weather. And he went to go and see his doctor, and they're looking into it. But it's not that thing that's going around. Not that. They checked that like immediately. That was like the first thing they checked. It wasn't that. So we'll see. It might just be something, you know, pretty harmless. But they're doing some tests, and you know, he's home. He's fine. But yeah, just feeling under the weather. So if you could think about sending him some positive thoughts, that would be awesome. And there's a little red Jasper. Now, look around a little further. I'm almost back to my starting point. Made a little loop. I sort of, go back and forth across the gravel bar and sort of aimlessly wander, but back and forth generally. So we'll see what else we can find, and I'll get back to you. Well, here's something you don't see every day. That's a nice pattern too. Let me zoom out on that. It's a really lovely green jasper. It's a big rock, but it's kind of cool. It's green and sort of yellow-green. There's a name for that. I can't remember what it is, but I used to know it. Darn it, getting older. I can't remember that color name. But anyway, there's a really ugly yellow-green color that used to be really, really super popular, like back in the 60s. That sort of looks like it. Anyway, it's cute. It's definitely not a keeper, though. There's a nice little piece of red jasper. Yeah. That could be pretty nice. We'll bring it back. There's so much cool stuff that washes up every time the river comes up here. And it can be a bit different every time. That's the cool bit about it. And will it necessarily be what was on the gravel bar above it? See, there's a gravel bar above it. And then this one, it's not always the same material. Like if you're on that gravel bar over there, the rocks are a little bit different. But sometimes it's not always the same stones. It could turn this gravel bar over and reveal stones that were there. Or it could wash stones that were in the river path onto the gravel bar because the gravel bar is in a building phase. And this gravel bar is in a bit of a building phase. The reason I know that is because it washed away quite a few years ago, and it has been building back up ever since. Here's a giant pudding stone. That's kind of cool. That thing is big. There's a big honker in there. Look at that giant green jasper right there. It's all kinds of stuff bound up in that. These things are really cool. I wish it was easier to get them broken apart, because if you could dissolve this, wow. Boy, would you find some cool stuff. Yeah, that's nothing much, but it's cute. Just remember, it's not how big the stone you find is, it's how pretty it polishes. Oh, there's a nice one. A little bit of green on some, looks like some clear chalcedony in there. That might band up pretty cool. Just a never-ending variety of different and new stuff. And it's one of those things that makes rockhounding kind of fun. There's just this never-ending variety. Now, I just put my finger on it because I just... Holy crap. Guess what we got, guys? Another of those plume agates. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Alright, we gotta go over to the water. It's not too far away. It's like over there. But I'm gonna pause this and we'll pick it up again so that I don't kill my memory. So, I had dug this out and I realized that I said a naughty, naughty word. Like holy something or other. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that. That is just... That's some cool stuff right there. That red and green just running through it, and then it comes over to this. That's just awesome. So we're going to bring these back and clean them up rather than going over to the river, because my pack is getting heavy and it's a little hard to walk back and forth all the time. But we'll pack these up and see what else we can find on our way out. Ooh, there's another pretty bit of red. I think y'all have figured out by now I am a sucker for red jasper. I love this stuff. It's just one of those flashy stones. It just kind of stands out. It's got this really cool infinite variation of color here. Every hue and shape. It's just... I can't even describe it. It's just kind of cool because it's one of the few stones here that when you do find red jasper, even if it's the same color tone, there's a different pattern in it every time. Every time. It just makes it so cool. And they're subtle patterns, you know, you get like little bits of like light blue chalcedony coming through it. You can just barely see that little vein in it. They polish up. They're really striking when the patterns show up. Sometimes you can find them with a script pattern. It's really cool. It almost looks like a Middle Eastern language script when you find it. It's kind of neat. It's just different stuff, you know. That's I guess kind of what I get out of it. Just always something different. So I'm just wandering around checking out pretty little stones. That's a nice little piece of jade, I believe. Because I'm almost positive I saw a piece of serpentine around here. Check out this piece of red jasper just all buried up. It's cracked and fractured pretty deep in there. Not going to pick it up, but I'm gathering up some stones for a tumbling run. There's a bunch of people around that have been pretty nice, so I'm going to be sending out some boxes of stones at some point and just kind of gathering up stuff that I can easily get processed and mailed. Little bits of jasper in there. I'll keep on looking around, see if we find anything else. This has been a pretty good day so far. I'm actually really surprised. I wasn't expecting this much of a turnover down here, but it certainly did move some stone. And the only reason I can tell is because because I'm carefully not showing you the entire gravel bar. And some of you may think that's mean, some of you may understand, and for those of you that understand, right on and good on you for getting it. But yeah, I can see that the gravel bar is actually physically changed shape, and that was only with probably a 4-foot rise in water. I mean, it added quite a bit of stone, washed a bunch up, so that's cool. We'll keep on looking around, see what we can find. There's a chunky bit of something there. What are you? Well, could be quartz. That looks like host rock right there. But it's got dimply holes like an agate. Well, I'm going to say it's a piece of quartz because it doesn't feel like an agate. Yes, agates have a particular feel. You know, they feel waxy and glassy. There's a real description, isn't it? They feel waxy and glassy. But they do. I think we're running out of territory here, but we've had some good finds. I'm gonna make one more walk through and see if we find anything awesome. Actually, just as I was about to turn the camera off, I saw this. It's a nice, really patterned, well-patterned piece of petrified wood. You can really see the grain detail on it. Didn't focus enough for you guys. It's really pretty cool. It's a nice piece. I like that. And you can definitely see the grain detail. That's pretty cool. It's really well polished. Right, just kicking over some other stuff to see what we can find. We'll take another look around. Here we go. Now that's a nice little piece of stone. See that red and green going on? It's real pretty. I do believe we are going to take that one. See if we can't find some more of that. It's a nice pattern. The color combination is the odd thing. That's what I look for, is a really weird, odd color combination. You know, things that you wouldn't expect to see together in nature. Just, it's striking. It catches people's attention. There's a little more poppy jasper right there. I've got buckets and buckets and buckets of that stuff. It used to be novel, but I have so much of it that, well, you know how that goes. If you're a rock hound, you kind of get that. There's only so much of the stuff that you can pick up because it gets to be that you have at least one of every kind of pattern that you've ever seen, and the only time you pick up new stuff is when it's a pattern you haven't seen before. Does that make sense to any of y'all? I hope so. Because, yeah, anyway, I'm a little odd that way. Once I see too much of it, it stops being interesting to me. And it becomes another little thing to show you guys. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping I'm saying that right for you. Alright, well, we're at the end of the road, and I'm going to head back up and get home, and I will spray those rocks off pretty good, and we'll show you what they look like. So we brought our treasures back, cleaned them up, and had a look. So there's that one. It's kind of a nodule. It's cool. So we'll clean that up and see what it looks like. This really cool red and green one really cleaned up. Pretty cool. That's kind of neat. I'm really digging the colors on that. That one was pretty cool. This red jasper. That one was really neat. Oh, that sort of flamey patterns going on with it. I really like that. That one's kind of nice. This one we found out really had some cool stuff going on with it. It's got these dendrites of moss just kind of running all the way through it. And then when we get onto the top, we can see that there's an awful lot of clear chalcedony in it. It's just included right now. But that is going to be one spectacular stone when it cleans up. That's definitely going to be a project. I'll be cleaning and polishing this one. All of those big stones that I keep, I clean and polish because I think that there's something to them. That's just really something awesome. So here's that really cool, you know, it kind of reminds me of, like, you know, thunderstorm Jasper, kinda. It's kinda neat. I was really digging this pink. That's pretty cool. There's that sugar agate. And I brought this back and cleaned it up, and I'm thinking it may not be what I thought it was. I was thinking it might have been some pink opal, but by looking at it, it might just be some quartz with some weird staining. Down there, when it was dirty, I was just looking at this little edge right here. It was just too dirty to tell anything else. But it's still cool. We'll try to tumble it. This one we found, and I think that this is really cool. It's kind of like a gold on gold poppy jasper. See that? I thought that was really nice. It's unique and different, so I picked it up and brought it back. Yeah. And I guess we'll show you this one again. That one was really cool. I really like that. It's got some awesome color going on. See if that'll focus. It's just really nice. I'm digging that. Yeah. That's pretty cool. But these are our finds this week. Definitely something very cool. Oh, I almost forgot about this guy. This one, it's really almost completely agatized petrified wood. It's really cool. That one was neat. I just wanted to show that to you, that you can find it completely mineralized out. But, yeah. Yep, that's the star of the day. I'm digging that. And if you guys are really enjoying these videos, please remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you like the videos, give them a like. I'd really appreciate that. It also helps other people find these videos. It's not a widely advertised genre on YouTube, folks. So it helps to share. Share the videos, give them a like. Talk about what you like, what you don't like. Leave a comment, you know. I know some of you want to see my face. Probably still not going to happen because I enjoy the hell out of it, and YouTube's new user terms really helped me out with that. But speaking of YouTube's new user terms, they can put ads on these awesome videos even if I don't have enough subscribers to monetize. So it would be really, really helpful if all of you guys just subscribed. It makes the world fair for every creator. If you're seeing ads on their videos, subscribe. It means that advertisers are seeing something they like. And if you do see ads on my videos and I'm not monetized by then, well, please help me out. I've got 340 to go. I'm like 650 or something. I don't know. Somewhere around there. But just it would be awesome if you did. And when I do make 1,000 subscribers, I am going to be giving away a bunch of stuff. Probably a bunch of agates, maybe some of these screen stones. You know, all of these things that are screen seen, I hang on to in a bucket and clean them up. And sometimes I clean them, sometimes I just hang on to them. But when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away a whole bunch of this stuff. A nice big heavy box will get mailed out to somebody. I'm figuring I'll do one of those medium rate shipping boxes. I can fit up to 70 pounds in it if I ship it in the US. So yeah, the sooner I get to that, the sooner I'll be holding that 1,000 subscriber special, because somebody's going to be getting, some of this really cool Jasper, some sugar agates, some regular agates, some Jasper, some gold pay dirt. I got a whole bunch of stuff that I've been saving up for a while, hoping to be able to do a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So the sooner you guys hit that subscribe button, if you haven't already, that'll get me to that special. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for joining me today. And remember, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I'm out.